Putin just put nuclear weapons back at the center of global politics. In a video address marking Defender of the Fatherland Day, Russian President Vladimir Putin delivered a message that wasn't just ceremonial.
Безусловным приоритетом остается развитие ядерной триады, которая служит гарантией безопасности России, позволяет эффективно обеспечивать стратегическое сдерживание и баланс сил в мире.
It was strategic, and it was pointed. Putin declared that strengthening Russia's nuclear forces, specifically its nuclear triad, is now an absolute priority. That triad includes land-based intercontinental ballistic missiles, submarine-launched ballistic missiles, and strategic bombers. In other words, the full spectrum of nuclear delivery. He said this buildup is essential to guarantee Russia's security, to maintain strategic deterrence, and to preserve what he calls the global balance of power. But this speech comes at a moment when that balance is already under strain. Putin also promised to modernize Russia's army and navy, drawing lessons from what he still calls the special military operation in Ukraine. He framed the war as a testing ground, a laboratory for high-tech domestic weapons production, and he praised Russian troops as patriots defending national sovereignty. But here's the bigger story. For the first time since 1972, there are no binding nuclear arms control treaties between the United States and Russia. The New START Treaty, signed in 2010 and extended in 2021, expired on February 5, 2026. It had capped deployed strategic warheads at 1,550 each and limited launchers to 700. Just as important, it allowed for inspections, data exchanges, transparency. Those inspections stopped during COVID. Russia suspended participation in 2023. And now, there are no legal limits. As of early 2025 estimates, Russia has over 4,300 nuclear warheads. About 1,550 were deployed under previous limits. The United States has around 3,700. And without a treaty, both sides can upload more warheads onto existing missiles quickly. No new missiles required. This is how arms races quietly begin, not with explosions, but with worst-case planning. If one side assumes the other might expand, it expands first. And it's not just Washington and Moscow. China is in the middle of its fastest nuclear expansion ever. Its arsenal has grown from around 200 warheads in 2019 to more than 600 by late 2025, with projections of 1,000 by 2030. New silos, new submarines, low-yield weapons. Beijing maintains a no-first-use policy, but it has refused to join arms control talks, arguing its arsenal is still smaller than those of the US and Russia. Then there's North Korea. On February 22, 2026, Kim Jong-un was re-elected as leader of the Workers' Party. State media celebrated his nuclear buildup as central to national strength. Pyongyang has unveiled dozens of tactical nuclear-capable systems. It is developing submarine technology, and it is deepening ties with Russia. Estimates suggest around 50 warheads, with material for dozens more. And in the Middle East, the US and Iran remain locked in high-stakes tensions over Tehran's nuclear program. Iran has enriched uranium to near weapons-grade levels, the US has increased military presence, threats and diplomacy are moving in parallel, which is often when things become most unstable. So what does all of this mean? It means we are entering a multipolar nuclear era. More nuclear states, fewer rules, less transparency.
Subscribe to One India and never miss an update. Download the One India app now.